Hello, and welcome back to another episode from Alex, the Music Business Coach. That's right, I'm Alex, the Music Business Coach. And today's mini session, we're going to be just discussing something simple as common sense thinking, common sense decision making when it comes to any aspect of what you're doing in the music business. So I just recently had a conversation with a client, and he was having some concerns when it came to building this project and some issues dealing with sampling. And he's been really tripping about, not wanting to infringe on copyrights. And the team that he's working with is saying that he's just kind of being over the top in regards to being focused on that so early in the creative process. So he called and wanted to, just kind of bounce something off of me in regards to that. And one of the things that we discussed was just making common sense decisions, understanding that when you're working on a project, his mind was more concerned with the integrity of other people's work and wanting to make sure that before they start getting up and running with a creative idea, that is not going to infringe on someone else's rights, which I think is excellent idea because, sometimes you get wrapped up in a project, the project is moving, you're excited about it, it sounds great, but you've sampled something and now you're either not concerned about getting the clearance, or you're worried about getting the clearance, or you're worried about when the song goes out if you're going to get sued because you didn't get clearance. So he thought that it would be best that he addressed that issue at the beginning of the project before they start really hitting the ground running with all of the ideas and all of the excitement that goes along with creating new material. So he just wanted to take a couple of steps back, which I recommend all artists do when it comes to the creative process, is to make sure you ask yourself a few common sense questions. Is this original? Is this going to infringe on anyone's copyright? Do we need to worry about getting sued if we release this? What is it that we have to do right now to make sure that our intellectual property is protected as well? So I don't think he was making a bad choice. So I really appreciate that he reached out to me and we had an opportunity to have this conversation. Again, long story short, just wanted to make sure that I just reiterate that common sense thinking is not a bad thing. We get excited about projects and that's great. But at the end of the day, let's be careful to make sure that we're thinking before we actually start hitting the record button and start to release and get excited about things. Common sense thinking and decision making is always important when it comes to releasing new material. In any part of the music business, you want to stop, you want to think, you want to consider, you want to make sure that everything is good, because in the long run, when this project blows up, you don't want to have to sit back and have regrets. So again, I just want to thank you for joining me. This is Alex, the Music Business Coach. You can reach out to me at alexthemusicbusinesscoach.com if you'd like to sit down and have an in-depth conversation with me about your projects. Please go to alexthemusicbusinesscoach.com, click on the services link and choose the service that you think is best serving you. And then we can get together on the phone or on video chat and we can discuss this in more detail, or any topic that you want to discuss. Again, you can find me at alexthemusicbusinesscoach.com. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So please, thank you again for joining me. And I look forward to you coming back and checking out my content later on as I continue to release new content throughout the months, weeks, years. I appreciate you guys. This is Alex, the Music Business Coach, and I'm out.